Today, let's get to an interesting topic. How effective is advertising in China today? If you are a brand or company's owners that you want to sell your product or service into Chinese market, you're gonna be very interested in today's video because we're gonna discuss, the effectiveness of advertising in China today. Let me introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Fung Cheng, and I help people by sharing my marketing and business advice. If you are thinking about expanding your business into the Chinese market, and you would like to learn more about this type of topic, be sure to subscribe my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's get started. The first question that you may ask is that, how big is China's advertising market? The advertising market is the second largest, just right after the USA. And the outdoor and internet advertising is dominating all the advertisement industry. The China advertising market is massive and digitally driven. The internet and outdoor advertising are taking the lead. When we are talking about the digital marketing, right? So what are the advertising platforms that are popular in China? In the Western countries, right, we have Google. Google is no doubt the biggest one, right? But in China, since Google is not available, Baidu is gonna be essential. So if you have an official website, right, for your brand or company, in order to be searchable, that can be searched by the potential customers, you gotta be, have the ranking on Baidu. So when the people they search the keyword, the target keywords about your business, they're gonna find you. And then for Facebook, Instagram, this type of platform, they are also not available in the Chinese market. So in China, we have WeChat, Weibo, and Douyin. To those that haven't heard about Douyin, Douyin is actually the Chinese version, the original version of TikTok. This platform that I have just mentioned, they dominate the China advertising market. If you are a business company doing businesses in the Chinese market, in China, right? You will see all the Chinese businesses, they heavily rely on these platforms for promotion. If you want to do business in China, if you want to sell to the Chinese market, you gotta be present in these platforms. Because these platforms are how the Chinese customers, they use in a day-to-day basis. How do Chinese consumers, they feel about advertising, ads? In the past, not only in China, right, for all the countries in the world, we used to rely on the traditional TV advertising. But nowadays, we all know that because of the internet, right, the TV advertising is less effective. It is still good, to be honest, to distribute your message, right, to promote your brand for brand exposure. But it just doesn't cover as much traffic as it used to do in the past. Right now, everyone is using internet promotion. Because if you are doing online advertising, right, then it's gonna be much more cost effective. But the TV, right, the TV advertising, they still have their position. Why? Because if you are a company that want to build good authority, right, build up trust, then you gotta do the TV advertising. Because this is still a good way, maybe the best way to prove that your brand is trustable. Just try to imagine that, right? If you are spending the money on the internet, people see your brand on Facebook, right, on Google Ad, or Instagram, right? But on the other hand, they're gonna see a lot of scammy advertisement, in the day-to-day basis as well. So, doing the advertising on this platform, you can drive traffic. This is no doubt. But, people just don't trust you as much as you are placing your advertisement on the TV. So from our experience, if you want to drive a high traffic, right, go for the internet advertising. It's gonna be much cheaper. But if you want to have build up your trust, your authority, you gotta go for the TV advertising. What is the most effective ad format in China? To answer this question, it depends on how you would like to. It really depends on your industry, right? So if you are doing wholesale, you are looking for wholesalers or resellers to sell your brand or products in the Chinese market, then Baidu PPC is gonna be the leader. Because I can imagine that if you are finding resellers or wholesalers, right, it's gonna be a very niche, a very highly targeted niche, right? So you don't want to spend a lot of money just to expose your message to a lot of people, right? So in this situation, the best way is that you create official website in Chinese, a very good Chinese website, and then you place a Baidu PPC advertisement. You wait for people who are searching the specific keyword, to reach your business. So this is gonna be your best bet if you are in a niche or a wholesale, industry. But on the other hand, if you are doing, B2C, right, business to consumer, to the end user, you want to, you actually have your inventory. You got a warehouse in China, and you can fulfill the products one by one. Okay, one by one to your customers. Then your best bet is to do mobile and video advertising, because you want you want a lot of people to see your brand and products. You want your advertisement to influence their buying decision. You can still develop your resellers or physical stores to sell your products, but your advertisement, your video and mobile advertisement is going to help your sub-sellers as well. So the digital advertising, right, they actually have two type of format. Basically, it is like pushing or pulling, right? A push-pull. You wait people who search the target keyword to find your business, or you are pushing, right? You're pushing the message to those who doesn't realize that you exist. So whether or not to use a push or pull type of advertising, it depends on your business nature, the nature of your business, and your business stage. So some people may be asking, right, should I still use the TV ad? Because the online ad is so popular and cost effective right now. Should I use a TV ad or online ad, or a mixture of that? To answer this question, there's going to be two factors. The first one is your budget, right? So if you got a high budget, of course you want to do both or more. But if you got a low budget, a tight budget, then you got to pick between a TV advertising or online advertising, right? So if this is the case, I would recommend that what is the business stage? You should look at what stage is your company at the business expansion in the Chinese market right now. Because in general, TV advertising is for build up trust and authority more than the online ad. If you are in a stage that your business is already matured, you got a bunch of resellers, physical stores, wholesaler distributors who are selling a product for you in China already, then in this situation, you would like to place more TV advertising, right? Just to help your sub-sellers to sell more. But if you are just starting out your brand, your product in China, then your first goal is to find as many sub-sellers or customers as possible. Use online advertising like Baidu PPC, build a good Chinese official website for your brand, for your companies, and then place the Baidu PPC to target the highly targeted keyword. And this is gonna be your best choice. Companies spend on advertising in China, because of the demand, the spend is huge. It's about, it is over 100 billion every year. And you can actually see the trend, the shift from outdoor, the traditional advertising, the TV, to more to the digital. The ad in China differ from those in the West. Well, more or less, the answer is yes. But the Chinese ad prioritize newer digital method. Just look at TikTok. TikTok has actually changed a lot of people's life. How they use their smartphone, how much time they spend on the TikTok app. Right now, if you are using the TikTok as well, then you see a lot of advertisement, right on the TikTok app. The advertising that you are seeing on TikTok, how they push the advertisement to the right people, how the video format, this type of thing is actually originate from China. Because Douyin, which is the original version of TikTok, it actually has been around for many years before TikTok. So there are lots of newer digital methods for advertisements in China that you may not see in the Western countries. All right, so let's talk about the influencer marketing in China. The influencer marketing is not new in the Western countries because we already have that for many years. Either on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. We have to admit that by using the influencer marketing, it greatly influences the purchasing decision. And it is also very powerful in China. And you can say that the e-commerce and influencer, they go hand in hand. It is quite easy to make the sales. If you got an online store, right, e-commerce store, and then you drive traffic from the influencer, either on Douyin, the TikTok, or any other platform. You can actually see the result pretty quick. And the best thing is that you actually can measure the conversion. Because with the technology right now, you can actually track where your sales or your traffic is coming from. Just like Google Analytics, right? You set up the Google Analytics on your website, then you know where is your conversion coming from. Is it from the social media? Is it from Facebook, TikTok, or from the Google search? If this is from the Google search, is it from the organic search or the Google ad? So you're gonna see a very clear picture of where your traffic is coming from. Because with influencer marketing, it gives the companies a very clear picture of how your sales is coming from. Very easy to track, to do the tracking. It's very popular for companies to use this type of advertising because people would think that, I get what I pay for. This is pretty straightforward, right? You pay a certain amount of money, say 10K. You pay 10K to influencer, and then she drive the traffic to your online store. You're gonna see, how much sales that you are getting from this influencer. If you can make money, which is good, you're gonna keep spending more on that. But if you see the ROI, the result, the return isn't that great, then you can immediately cut it off, or you can find the other influencer. So the decision making is gonna be much shorter. You don't need to wait for a couple months. Like in the past on the TV, right? You place advertisement on the TV. To be honest, you really can measure the result easily. In the past 10 years, you can actually see the way to advertise is keep changing very fast. In the past, we used to have magazine, we have TV advertisement, we have outdoor banners, but then it shifting from that to the online, right? In the online marketing, we used to use the relying on SEO and the PPC, and then it shifts from that to social medias. And then what is the future of advertising in China? Is that you're gonna see a lot of video materials. Brands and companies, they're gonna rely much more on the videos advertising. Even when you go to on the street, the outdoor advertisements, right? We used to have a paper banner stick on the billboard. But right now, you're gonna see all the outdoor billboards is gonna be the digital ones. Every advertisement marketing is gonna shift toward the digital and the video. When we talk about the billboard advertisement, you may be asking, is it still effective in China right now? It is still useful because the billboard, the outdoor advertisement, is actually the middle. It is standing the middle or the mixture of TV advertisement and the online advertisement. When you place your advertisement on a right spot, say a bus station or the entrance of a subway, then you're gonna be seen by a lot of people. Everyone go to work, they have to see your ad when they enter the subway. And on the other hand, it's gonna give you a lot of trust and authority, just like those that you see on the TV. So the billboard or the outdoor advertisement is always going to be a good choice. Alright, so before we wrap this video, I would like to hear your comments. Comment below and share your experience with others. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for future useful videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.